Hello, my name is Kayla Shaw, and this week for my sociology assignment, I'm going to answer the 4 questions that were asked. The first question was asking if I was the president of a Fortune 500 company and I had 2 employees that were always at odds, how I would restore the peace between those two, especially because we're all in leadership positions. I believe that disagreements in general are very natural and they tend to happen pretty often. You don't choose your coworkers, so you kind of just got to make do with who you got. But I am a person who strongly believes that butting heads in the workplace should happen seldomly and be resolved quickly and reasonably if it does occur. If I was a leader at a Fortune 500 company and I had 2 high-up employees, such as a CEO and a vice president, at odds consistently, I would be extremely upset because by always arguing, decisions aren't being made and therefore company time and money is being wasted. In order to restore the order between the two, I would begin by having a meeting with both employees and myself and address the situation that is at hand. Next, I would ask the employees questions about what is making them disagree and how they feel they could improve the situation. I would remain neutral and for the most part try to let the 2 employees handle the situation themselves without me intervening as much as I possibly could. I would want the employees to determine the real issue between each other and try to brainstorm a solution to the problem together. I would also start introducing mandatory training courses to my employees after this situation. I would use the courses to educate them on how to communicate with each other and problem solve with one another. The second question that is being asked is for me to name 3 types of formal organizations and explain how each of them is different, and to also explain a time when I was involved in one of these organizations and the positive and negatives it had within it. The 3 formal organizations that I'm going to name are coercive, utilitarian, and normative organizations. Coercive organizations are groups that must be coerced or pushed to join. These may include prison or a rehab center. Normative organizations are also called voluntary organizations, and they are based on shared interests. As the name suggests, joining them is voluntary and typically done because people find this membership rewarding in an intangible way. A utilitarian organization is joined because of the need for a specific material reward. For example, a college student going to school to pursue a degree. I am currently enrolled in college courses. This would be considered a utilitarian organization because I am only enrolled in school for my reward, which is a BSN degree. This is a positive because I'm seeking my ultimate best self and I get to focus on my happiness with those that are in my graduating class. The negatives of this situation are that I cannot predict the future, therefore this organization can be unpredictable. What if I fail a course? What if I am unable to attain my degree? Another negative is also that I need to make consistent decisions. This is a major negative since I am a person that likes to be able to change their mind whenever I can, or whenever I choose to. The third question that is being asked is for me to decide to run for public office, and even though I have no experience with the elections, holding office, or campaigning, I feel as if I could be successful, and I need to describe how this is a characteristic of Weber's ideal bureaucracy and what I would do to prove my competence under these characteristics. Max Weber is a German sociologist who argues that bureaucracy is the most rational and efficient way that human activity can be organized. Weber also found that this method eliminated any favoritism. LibreTexts characterizes Weber's ideal bureaucracy by the following: hierarchical organization, delineated lines of authority with fixed areas of activity, action taken on the basis of and recorded in written rules, bureaucratic officials with expert training, rules implemented by neutral officials, and career advancement depending on technical qualifications judged by organization, not individuals. If I was to help my friend in his political career and then wanted to pursue politics myself, That would be a characteristic of the ideal bureaucracy because I am a neutral party who wants to advance my career. There isn't any favoritism this way. I would prove my competence by remaining neutral and proving my skills to the other politicians, all the while remaining eager to learn and task on whatever task comes my way. Lastly, I would also give them examples of how I assisted my friend in the previous term. By doing this, I believed that I could prove my competence. The last question that is being asked is if I was a creative manager of a small group of employees and I notice one of my employees has withdrawn from the meetings. I am concerned by this employee and I need to tell you what I would do to socialize this employee and engage them in their job. If this was my employee, I would be genuinely concerned about the employee if they suddenly started alienating themselves from the department. I would start by asking and confronting the employee to try to find a reason behind them distancing themselves. Ultimately, I would want to make sure that they weren't struggling with depression or any stressors in their home life. If this was the case, I would help them seek out help until they felt better again to get back to work. On the other hand, if the employee truly just wanted to work by themselves, I would try to come up for a solo project for the individual to express their creativity. At the end of this project, I would take a little twist and I'd want the employee to present their project in a meeting from the other individuals and get opinions from their peers on their project so they can make it even better. I'd want the employee to feel like them and their work ideas are valued, but I would use this situation to show the employee why meetings are done and for that reason, and that the group collaborations can be essential for success. Peers can make you see things and understand things in a perspective you might not and have not yet seen. Thank you.